everybody. Hey, Jackie.
Yes.
Hey, Jackie.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
Okay.
did you happen to notice that gas prices come over to Lake Odessa a bit high?
I did. They're so high all through Michigan.
Yeah, they're going up,
yes.
but I really can't quite figure it out.
I can't either. So
well,
what's
there's a
going
lot
on?
of gas and oil in Wyoming.
Oh, okay.
A lot of gas and oil under Texas, and I think there's a lot of gas and oil under California, too.
Oh, good. That's good, though,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem is they don't know how to measure it.
Oh, come on. They know how to measure
No,
it.
they don't know how to measure it.
Well, how come?
No, because all the dipsticks are in Washington, D.C.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Yeah.
You can clap if you want to. Thank you, Linda's in the back. We're all frustrated a bit. We took an informal poll. This is kind of fun, unscientific, of course, but we took an informal poll of who was the audience's favorite folk singer, across the country. And we thought Peter, Paul, and Mary had a crack at it.
Yeah.
Kingston Trio, of course. We're big Gordon Lightfoot people, the New Christie Minstrels. Come to find out, it was John Denver.
Yep.
Raise your hand. Have you heard of a guy named John Denver? Anybody here, John? Oh, you've heard of John Denver? Okay, all right. Do you have time for a story? You okay? You okay with the story? Linda, we okay with the story? Okay. All right. Jackie was a good friend of John. Why don't you give him a quick story, then we'll
Okay.
get into the Altoons.
Well, I actually, the New Christie Minstrels started out as three people. We were a trio, Randy Sparks, Nick Woods, and myself. And as we kind of went along and toured around different towns, we heard other people singing, and we invited a lot of them to come and join us, and we ended up with 12 people in the group. Eventually, Jimmy Rogers came and snatched 4 people from us. Y'all remember Jimmy Rogers. And so we just kept going, and I don't know, how many of you remember the New Christie Minstrels? Oh, yay, that's good. Oh, thank you. Well, what else? Where'd Gary go? Oh, hi, Gary. Well, John Denver actually came and auditioned for the Christie Minstrels, and we really wanted him in the group because we thought he was really interesting and had a really good voice, but he kind of decided that he wanted to be a soloist. So he came, auditioned, did one show with us, and then left to go out on his own. So, what else, Gary? What else can I say?
We went on a trip to Europe.
Oh, yeah. He called me one day and he said, hey, one of my background singers is not able to come on this wonderful tour that I'm going on. He didn't say where he was going, but he said, do you think you could fill in for her? And I said, well, I know your music. Sure, I can. He goes, okay, great. And I said, where are we going? He said, well, we're going to Europe. And I said, oh, for how long? He said, well, about a month or so. And I went, oh, no. I said, I'd love to do it, John, but it's time for me to have a vacation. In fact, a lot of us are going on vacation. Well, he was really disappointed, and he kind of tried to talk me into it. And I said, no, I just can't. I'm really sorry. He said, well, you know all my music, and I thought of you first, and I thought you'd enjoy going to Paris and Rome and, all through, England and Scotland. And I went, oh, just a minute. Let me think that over.
Better think it over.
Yeah. And I did think it over, and I did go, and it was just an incredible, incredible trip. So yeah, he sent a limousine. He's wonderful to all his musicians, John was, and they sent a limousine to the house to pick me up, which was such an honor, riding out to the airport, waving like I'm, I get out near the airport, and I went, wait, driver, you just passed where I'm supposed to check in. He goes, no, we're going around to the backside. And I went, oh, okay. So we go around the backside, get out, go inside. Everybody's there. And I say, well, what airline are we going on, American or TWA? What? He goes, oh, no, we're going on a private plane. And I said, you're kidding, really? He said, yeah. And I said, well, is it yours? He said, oh, no, it's a 727. I don't own a 727. I have a little Learjet that I use for my tours. I said, okay, well, where'd you get it then, right?
Sure.
He said, I borrowed it.
Borrowed it.
I said, you borrowed. You borrowed a 727? He goes, yeah, I did. I said, okay, where'd you get it? He said, well, I borrowed it from Billy Graham. Billy Graham? Are you kidding me? And I said, so it was a heavenly trip. It was just a heavenly trip. Wonderful trip.
Can't have a folk music concert without a sing-along. Here we go, everybody. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River, Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains below. And everybody, here we go. A country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, a mountain mama, take me home, country road. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, the misty taste of moonshine, teardrop. Everybody, here we go. Country road, take me home, a little louder, to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. I hear her voice in the morning hour, she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, yo, country road, everybody.
Take me home to the place I belong.
Yeah.
West Virginia, come on, mama.
Good, sound good.
Take me home.
One more time, go ahead.
Country road.
Here we go. Country
roads, take me home.
Yeah.
To the place
Good. I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. Take me home, country road. Take me home, down country road. Yes, sir, John Denver. All right. Good job, everybody.
Hey, he was quite a guy, and I got to tell you, he came close to being like Elvis. I'm sure you've all heard stories about how Elvis Presley used to treat the people that work with him just like they were kings and queens. And John Denver was the same way. He just thought about every single thing that you might want. If you didn't have it, if you forgot something, he'd send everybody out to